did you get the part of referencing, or do you want me to repeat it?
Please repeat it.
Okay. Let me repeat. Let me repeat the part of referencing then. Okay. So in terms of referencing, we said when you are looking for the paper or for the journal paper that you want to work on, because there will be so many, but you have to look at those keywords. There's quasi-experimental, there's case study, there's classroom observation, something like that. Of those 6. So you just choose any 3, and for now I've chose quasi-experimental. So I wrote here. Can you see the what I'm displaying on the Google?
Yes, we can see.
Thank you, colleagues. So you put in quasi-experimental design research in vocational education. The reason why I specified in vocational education is because Dr. Ndlovu specified that it need to be on vocational education. So you can see I've chose the first one here because it talks of vocational education. And when you read, I don't know if you are seeing my cursor. When you read here, you will see that it talks here inside about quasi-experimental designs. Can you see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so that should guide you. For example, if I go to the second paper here, I can also use this paper as well, because there is quasi-experimental here. Can you see that? Because they say using a quasi-experimental design. So now let me use this one for now, the second one. I'm going to come here. Can you see where it says cite on those open inverted commas? Then you press there. When you press there, it will give you different citation methods. So because we're using APA, you click on APA and it highlights it. Then you copy it. Copying, you can use Control-C for those who are comfortable with that. If you are not comfortable with that, you right-click and say copy. After you right-click and say copy, then you go to your Word document. Now I'm going to unshare again here so that I'll show you the Word document. Okay. Now I'm at the Word document. Can you see the Word document? Okay. So now I'll come to this Word document and write my reference here. Then after typing, I'm going to right click and say, or you can put it as image formatting. Then I put paste. So I can see here that there is an issue there with the spelling, but you just go back to the journal and check if they have written it like this. You don't need to worry about it because we have just copied. That's how it's supposed to be referenced. So you don't need to worry about this part. So it's now in the APA format. You don't need to change anything. You just paste it as it is. You're done with your referencing. Are we together there?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
Now let us go to the other part where we need to take a picture of the abstract. Okay. Let me go back to that paper. Let me go back to that paper. Okay, there I am. Can you see it now?
No. Oh.
Okay, it's coming. You can see it now, that site part and whatever, that Google part.
Yes.
Okay, so I just closed the citation. Then you click here. Okay, guys, before I forget, you see where it's written PDF ResearchGate here. Can you see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay, when you are answering the question, you need to look for a journal that have got a PDF like this, because you would need to read that journal. So for example, this journal that I'm pointing here, a promising jail re-entry program. Can you see this one?
Yes. Yes.
There is no PDF here on the side. So for you to get the PDF for this journal, you have to pay. That's the issue I was raising with Doc yesterday. You have to pay to get this journal. So avoid journals that do not have a PDF. You must use these journals written PDF on the side. And if you want to open it, you just go where it's PDF, you click there. But for now, I want the abstract. Okay, so I'm going to come and click on
Sorry, Doctor.
Yes.
Before you proceed with that, sorry to disturb you.
Yes.
When you were showing the referencing, I saw the sites. I didn't see your cursor. It was freezing.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it
Just
is.
tell me where you clicked.
You see at the end, after that description here, you see there's a star on the left where it says save. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
The next thing is the open set. That is the site. So you click there. Can you see it now? Then you go inside and click on the APA. It just highlights itself on its own. After that, you right click, you copy, then you go and paste it into your Word.
Okay, no, thanks. That one, I saw it.
Okay, cover. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Now I'm going to open this journal. I'm not opening the okay, I'm not. Yes. Can I proceed?
Yes.
Please, Doctor. Let's go.
Okay, so you click now on this journal because this is another journal. We are working on two journals, this one and this one. Okay, so I come here to let me use maybe this one, the first one first. You can see what is there on the screen now. Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. What we have here, where it says contrary to conventional expectations, what? This is the abstract. Are we together there?
Yes, we're together, Doctor.
So there are two ways of taking the abstract. I like this one. You see, when this page is open on your computer, on top of those, there are some buttons there on top where there's delete on your computer, and there is insert, and there is PRT SCR, that is a print screen. Are we, if we are using our laptops, I think we would quickly see what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
we are following.
Yeah, so you press the print screen. After you press the print screen, then you go back to your Word document. Let me go to my Word document. It's simply pressing the print screen, then you go to your Word document. We are talking about this paper. Let me just put them separate. This one on another page, okay? So we are talking about this paper, I think. So you just come here and then you paste it. You right click and say paste. And then it prints, it pastes the screen that I was having that side. Can you see that now?
100%.
Okay. Now I'll just click, I'll right click this object. This is now like a photo. So I'll right click it and go to crop because I don't want everything to appear. So you just come to these black things that we have here. So you come to this black thing on top, then you press on the left, like highlighting, you push it down like that. You come to the right, you just take it, push it, maybe that side. Come there to the left, you push it there. Then come to the bottom, I can push it maybe up to there. Then I press enter. After I press enter, then I just come and take one corner and enlarge it like that. Can you see that?
Yes, Doctor.
So what it means now is that I now have the abstract, which is also inclusive of the topic there, and the name of the journal is also appearing. And then here I already have the reference. Can you see that? Okay.
Yes, yes, we can.
So what is needed is for you to give this picture, this image of this journal and the reference. Okay. So all these things, they constitute about 40 marks. Okay. So if you do this for the three research designs, then you already have your 40 marks, of which that is like marks for free the way I'm seeing it, because it's easy to just come and paste here, and this you take, you also paste here. There is no way you can make a mistake because you are using a machine generated APA referencing. So what is left now is you now have to read the journal, then you analyze the journal according to Majuba TVET College maybe, or according to your campus. So if we read here, like this is one of the one of the journal papers that I'm also going to include on my assignment. Okay, so if you read here, it talks about applying web-enabled problem-based learning and self-regulated learning to enhance computing skills of Taiwan's vocational students. So here they are looking at how they can enhance or improve the computing skills using the problem-based and the self-regulated learning. So if you come to read this paper inside now, so it means you have to download now this paper. So let me go back now and show you how you download that paper. Okay, so I'm going back to that. Okay, I'm back now. Can you see that? Are you seeing the paper now?
Not yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because that paper had PDF. I think you can see here it says download full text. Can you see where my cursor is?
Yes, you can.
So you can either click here to get that full text, or you can click back here. When you click back, you just click here on the PDF. If I click on the PDF, then it's going to load that paper. Can you see the paper now?
Not yet.
It's coming, it's coming. There it is.
I can see it.
Yes.
Okay, so now what is constituting of the 60 marks now is 20 marks is gonna come from 600 words that you need to talk about this paper with the context of Majuba College. So definitely here they are talking about it's web-based problem-based learning, and the other one is web-based self-regulated learning. So all of them, they are web-based, which means it's more like this thing of LMS. I think you will all understand the LMS system for Majuba College. But now, this one of problem-based is whereby maybe they are given some problems, and then but if you go down, colleagues, let me show you. Everything will be given under literature review here. You see here they explain what is problem-based learning here. They are telling you what it is. When you go down here, they are telling you what is self-regulated learning, and then they go on to explain what took place. If we can go to experiment, okay. Normally after the on the methodology, you don't really need to read everything. What is important here is the results. So you can look at the research methods, then you come here on the methodology, or just come here on the results here. On the results, they will now summarize their results, like what is it that they got. So you need to focus more on these results and the discussion, then the conclusion. That is what you need to focus on. I want to show you where the conclusion is. Here they have limit. Okay, here is the conclusion. They are now summarizing their take on the paper, that these two, they were positive, and they are now explaining in summary what is it that they found out. So what you do now is whatever they talked about here, you now link it to what is happening in. I don't know if you are understanding.
You are quite clear, Doctor.
Yes, so the 600 words are going to come from only one paper. Where you are talking, definitely they want to see if you've understood what was researched there and what was the things and how do they relate to your college. So that is for this paper, okay? Then for the other paper, I'm going to go back now, okay? I'm going to go back. For the other paper, let me just click under PDF here as well. Okay, I don't know. Is it now showing?
Not yet.
Yeah, now it is.
It's showing.
It's showing now. Okay. Here you now need to read about this paper. Here they are talking about community enriched through geo re-entry, findings from quasi-experimental design. So if you read on the abstract here, you find out what exactly are they talking about. This paper I never wrote. I never read this paper. Okay, so but I'll just come here where it says using a quasi-experimental design. Here, where it says using a quasi-experimental design, recidivism was measured a year after release to determine if participation in the ACT program was predictive of successful re-entry. Findings suggest that program participation is strongly related to outcome success as well as criminal history. Implications for correctional policy and suggestions for additional jail re-entry research are considered. Okay, so here, if I'm not sure this paper, let me just see if it's talking about TVET. Okay, this paper here is not really talking about TVET. So in as much as it's quasi-experimental, this paper will not be relevant because you need to link the two, unless if we still had those normal jails and whatever, you could relate that stuff to this particular paper. So this paper, in as much as it is quasi-experimental, but you can't use this paper to answer that assignment because she will make you fail just because there is no TVET content that is investigated there. I'm not sure if colleagues you are following.
Yes, we are following.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I
let
just
me
want to
go.
find out
Very
how
clear,
do
very
you
clear, Doctor.
how do you do a search to say that you want quantitative design? Sorry, I might be taking you back. Sorry, I might have missed
Okay,
it.
Michelle, can you see what I'm showing right now?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm showing right now is what we are asked to do, and we are asked here to select the three. Remember, it says find an exemplar of each of three different research designs in the study of technical and vocational teaching and learning. Okay. Then when you come to the last part here, it says select the three research designs from the following. It means there are so many research designs, but she wants us to stick to only three research designs. And to make the job easier, she said, now just select from the following. So in as much as there can be so many research designs, she doesn't want you to go outside of what she have given you. She wants you to only focus on these that are given. And I'm not sure if I'm making sense, Michelle.
Yeah, I've got you. Thank you.
Okay, so when we started, I was explaining that this quasi-experimental, this quasi-experiment, it's falling under quantitative. It's falling under quantitative. If you go to check the paper that there's a paper that I once showed here. Let me see if I can. Let me say back. I just want to show you something here on this paper. What paper showing now? Can you see that paper now that I talked about first time, applying web-enabled something?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, so if you go and read your notes, you will see that in quasi-experimental, you will be having like two set of groups, whereby maybe one is not given a treatment and another one is given a treatment. Like, for example, you want to investigate maybe if the Johnson Johnson shots can maybe prevent coronavirus. You choose a group maybe of 10, then 5 of them you are going to inject them with the Johnson & Johnson, and 5 of them you don't inject them. Then that kind of study, it will be having like 2 sets. So that's where it comes from, this thing of quasi-experimental. But if I go now, I just want to show you something about this quasi-experimental, okay?
Can I ask us, is it the person knows whether they're getting it or doesn't know? I know that there's some experiments where they give them like Smarties and the other ones get medication. So is it always that they know or they don't know?
It depends, you know, it depends with the, it will depend with the researcher. You can decide to say, I don't want them to know, because if they know, for example, if you just say, all of you, I'm giving you a shot, then they will believe that they've been vaccinated. So if they come and say now, I'm not feeling sick or whatever, maybe it's because it's now psychological effect to say, I believe I was given a shot, then I think I'm okay. But those people, it will not be the case. But it depends with the researcher what exactly is trying to establish. But now, you can see here is a table that says we are over students. Can you see that?
Yes.
Colleagues, are you still following?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
this page here is showing you this one-way ANOVA pre-test of student computer skills. This is a quantitative study. You can see this is a standard deviation error. Can you see that? These are like maybe the significant levels. This is the mean difference. These are statistical. This is statistical data. Can you see that? So
Yes.
I'm trying to answer Michelle to say why I didn't say quantitative there, because the quasi-experimental is already a quantitative. It falls under quantitative research method. I'm not sure if you are answered.
Yeah, I'm answered. Thank you very much.
Okay, just the same as when we are now looking at the, let's say the case study. Let's just go back there.
Sorry, Elson.
Let me go back here.
Elson?
Yes.
Sorry, do we need to indicate on that assignment whether it's qualitative, quantitative, or mixed?
Yes. You remember when you are now explaining the research, like when you are now explaining those 600 words, definitely you are going to explain what happened, which is how they maybe collected their data and how they analyzed it and what it means, then how does it relate, you know, stuff like, because I believe the 600 words is not that much, but it's, but 500 I think is the minimum, because it says from 1,500 to 1,800. Okay, let me change here and say case study, okay, and search there. Right, when it comes out, I just want to show you something. Here you can see this paper says qualitative case study research as empirical inquiry. that case study is, it falls under qualitative. So some, they don't write it, like this paper here. I think it's one of the papers that I also used, this one, okay? Can you see this paper here which says implications of instruction on what?
Yes, we can.
So let's say you want to use this paper, you come here, you take your citation there. So you have your citation, you come and click it here, then let me see. When you click it here, already you have your topic and there is the abstract, okay? You do like what I've shown you. I think this one is a bit longer, so your abstract, you can come and take it like this. Let me say, Gavin. Okay, this one, it looks like it's not gonna be easy to capture everything from top to bottom. So what you can do is, there are so many ways of doing this. You can use even your phone and you can reduce the size so that you'll be able to capture everything. Are we together there? Another way of doing it as well is to print this page at work as just a copy. Then you scan it and you edit as maybe a PDF or as an image onto your Word document that you'll be writing. That's another way. So this one is talking about the case study. Definitely you now have to read what is happening here. Then they will tell you what is happening here, but little common research and construction with models of the first. Okay, I don't know what's the topic. Let me see. Implication of construction, vocational education and training for regional competitiveness. Okay, for regional competitiveness, which means this one, it's a case study. It's just a qualitative research. So if you decide to take this one as well, you just take the picture of this and go and paste, take the citation, go and paste, read the paper, and then you write about it. Already we have now covered 2 types of research designs, I think. Then, so you would do that for, you don't need to do all the 6, you just choose any of those 3. So what I wanted to show you is that, colleagues, this rubric is gonna guide us. If we have got 3 copies uploaded of the journal abstract, okay, that is the picture that I was taking and pasting onto the Word. If you do that, you have 6 marks, okay? So definitely all of us are going to be able to do that, as I have shown you. Selection of 3 TVET journal articles. What you have pasted there, that is a journal article. So if you do it 3 times, then you have your 15 marks. So that one also, you will be credited marks according to that image, okay? Just giving the referencing of those 3 journals correctly, then you get your 19 points. So this is very easy because we said we are going to copy and paste. So these 19 marks is for free. And also this 15 and 6 is for free, which means we already have something like 40 marks that we have covered already in this discussion. What is left now is for you to look at one type, then we discuss about it. So it says TVET journal article insights are well articulated and related to the ones TVET teaching context, okay? So when you say TVET journal article insights are well articulated, insight is like you are explaining what that journal was trying to achieve, okay? And then how do you relate it to your own college? So in the answering, she's expecting you to say, this may be in relation to Majuba College, this is how things are happening, though they may not be happening like that in another, in that particular country or in that particular college. Examples from experience and literature provided is not more than 600 words, okay? So the examples from experience and literature. So experience is more like what you have experienced in Majuba College, okay? So all the information that you are going to give now in that in those 600 words is the one that's going to give you 20 marks for each research design. So it's, since we are doing 3, it's going to be 20, 20, 20. I think I have covered everything so far. I'm not sure if there's anyone who still have a question or maybe still
Alison?
not sure what need to be done.
Alison?
Yes.
Sorry, what I've done
as
is I looked for journals that is easy to relate to at the college. You know what I mean? Don't go look for a journal that you don't really understand. I just want to use an example. My one journal that I used was Factors Which Contribute to Poor Academic Achievement in TVET Colleges.
Yes.
You know, we can all relate to that. So
Yeah.
I was literally looking for journals that I can relate to, that I can bring back into Majuba College. So I don't know if the others are also, you know, I don't feel like using a journal that's got something to do with like that re-entry of the, you know, of the jails or whatever.
Exactly.
I won't be able to link it to Majuba or to my field. So I was literally looking for journals that helped me and that I could relate with. My other one is Supporting TVET Students to Improve English Language. That's my other one. And my third one is Student Perceptions of Lecturers' Assessment or Practices at the Technical Vocational Education and Training Colleges. So there is journals that you can that we can relate to, so that we can also write a bit about, you know, where it comes to where you were showing the rubric. We must relate to it and at our college. I hope that can help.
No, thanks, Lizelle. That's part of what I was trying to explain, that it's quite maybe very helpful if you look for a topic that is in line with what you are doing. Because, for example, myself, if I go and start to look at maybe things like improving English, I may have something to say, because I will just change and say improving maths or improving engineering related designs or something. But if you go on and look at, let's say, implementation of policies in TVET colleges, whereas you are not based at central office where they are implementing policies, you end up having little to say that is in relation. I think that's what Lizelle is trying to say. It's very, very helpful, Lizelle. Thanks very much for the input. Lou, then followed by Stelo. Let me see.
Thank you. I just wanted to add on that, to say, even though we are choosing the TVET related channels, but we need to be careful. We need to use all those 6 guidelines.
Yes.
In other words, like we can choose a channel that is TVET related, but also we need to check what design it is. I just wanted to add that. Thanks.
Thanks very much. That's why when I was typing, looking for the relevant journal, I was being specific. So if you can try to be specific in your search and get something that is what you need, then you'll be fine. Than just looking at all journals, then you start to think, is this quasi-experimental? Is this a case study? If you are not an expert in that field, it becomes very difficult. So in your search, try to include those keywords so that you don't get a lot of frustrations.
For that, thank you. Hey, I was really struggling. Like, that is exactly what I was asking Dr. Ndlovu, to say, how do you actually go about and search the relevant journal that you want? Thank you very much, Elson, for that.
Thank you, Mlo. Malimela, followed by Sfiso, followed by Michelle.
How are you, Elson?
Good. Thanks, man. How are you doing?
I'm all right. So I just want to understand this. So for each journal, we will have 600 words for each journal out of the 3 research designs.
Yes, we have 600 words. That's why here it states that you need to have between 1,500 to 1,800 words. So it's not more than 600 actually, which means it's between 500 and 600. So if you have got 500 for each, you end up having 1,500, which is also acceptable. So
Right.
the guide is here, the total length, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Who is the next one is Fiso, followed by Michelle, followed by Nombuso.
Thanks, Mr. Kanya. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you, man.
Yes, then I was like listening when you were speaking about 2 ways, but I'm not too sure if you were like comparing the pre-screening and maybe to take a phone and take a picture and then scan it and then bring it back and then attach it. I'm not too sure if you were linking the pre-screening and the way of taking with the phone.
Yes, you can also use the phone because she said here it can also be an image, a photo here.
Okay.
So if you take an image, you can email yourself that image to your email, open it on your computer, then you download it, and then it's now on your computer. You copy it into your Word document that you are working on. Then you can snip it and up until to the level that you want it to be.
Okay. No, it's thanks, Doctor. Then thanks, Kanya.
Okay, I hope it works.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Michelle, followed by Nombuso.
Hi, Elton. Sorry, guys, I got lost in the beginning. I just want to find out, are there specific headings that we must cover this under, or is it just a general, we following her rubric?
Yeah, I believe we're just following the rubric. I think you may put headings if you feel like you want to put headings, but there is nothing compelling us to put headings, because what she just need, according to the rubric, she just need evidence of 3 abstracts which are showing that they are from 3 journals and references and a discussion. So a discussion, it's more like an essay, so it may not have headings, or you can give it a heading if you want, which will be maybe the heading of that particular journal paper. It's how I see it. It's not like I know already what exactly she's looking for, but according to what I read, she's not compelling us to use headings.
Okay, and then the 600 words, is that just the discussion, or is that the whole page?
No, 600 words is for that discussion. Remember, the other part is an image, if you remember very well. The other part is an image, the other part is the reference. Then the other part is the discussion. So the image does not have words. You only get maybe 20 to 50 words from the reference, which means most of the words are coming from the discussion.
Okay, that covers me. Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you. Sfiso?